Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio, and this is another video for the CAC hashtag event Trash to Treasure. And today I am using the leftover strips of paper from my previous project, which, could have gone in the trash. Plus the paper is recycled paper that has printing on it. And cutting them into small strips. And I edited that so you didn't have to watch them all. And we're going to just weave those strips into a sheet and make a decorated gift tag with it. So I'm just picking, I decided not to do it on the card. I wanted to weave it. So I'm just picking colors that contrast so it doesn't all blend. And mixing them up a bit. Picking the ones I like. I actually like all of them, but my favorite sides, because they're all double-sided. And then I just start weaving them. This is similar to a technique I saw, I think Shannon Green did quite a while ago. Only she just cut them and glued them on rather than actually weaving them. I'm not that good at aligning them, so I figured I would just weave them together. So I'm just getting the length and I'm going to cut this off. And then tape it down so that, grab some tape there, so that it won't wiggle around on me. It'll be a little easier to weave. Just getting that tucked under there and taped down so it lines up right. Weaving under the tape, that's the fun part. Probably if I glued as I went, that would have worked good too, but this was more immediate. I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. Some of these strips have holes, so I'm just lining them up so the holes don't show. They show on the other side. I didn't, when I get done and I flip it over and look at it, I don't really notice the holes so much because there's so much color and pattern on these that it probably wouldn't have mattered much. I'm trimming those as I go so I can reuse them in the weaving as we go along. And I think I just barely made this wide enough for this tag. I think if I did this again, I wouldn't put the black strip right down the middle. That kind of divides the whole thing in half. I think I was just trying to balance out all the colors, and that's where it ended up. Now, even if you wouldn't have to use recycled paper, even if you have leftover pieces of jelly print that you've collaged into something else, you could weave them together, or do them as tiles on a page or a tag or wherever you wanted, really. Even if they were sections of jelly print that you don't really like, putting them together like this, you can't tell what the original image looked like. It's just the end result. So I'm putting a little matte medium on there to glue them together, and going under the strips on the edges so that they'll glue down and hold together for me. Put a nice coat across that whole thing. And I let it dry. And now we're gonna glue it on to the tag. After I let it dry, I did look at both sides and was like, which side do I really want to put it on? I think I did decide with the original plan. Decided my gel medium would probably be better to glue the tag on. Make it nice and secure. This stuff's pretty stiff. And I've gotten to where I'm using it a lot, so I buy quite a bit. It's pretty expensive stuff. You need to find something a little less expensive that has the same qualities, because this holds pretty good. There I am, making sure I had the right side. Covered in glue. So once it's dry, I trim off the edges. I did get quite a bit of glue on the back of this tag. So after I trim the edges, I decide I've got to do something to the back of the tag to make it more interesting. I even like the little bits that I trimmed off, but I did end up tossing those. They almost went on the back of the tag, but I went for something different. Okay, so now it's dry, so I'm going to paint the back of the tag black. Trying carefully not to let it go underneath. It slips here, and I'm like, ah! Okay, it's okay. It didn't get on there. I don't want to get any of that black on the front of the tag. So I let that dry, and then we punch our hole in there. And I did a sheet of labels when I was jelly printing. I believe Cat Hand has a video where she did some labels, and I love the little mosaic tile thing she does with them. She does a lot more doodling on them. I hadn't really had time to do that to these, so they are just the basic jelly print. But this is the back of the tag. So, and these are the end bits of the labels that didn't get 100% of paint. So they are also would kind of have been trash because they weren't complete labels. Trying to straighten my cut there. Just cutting off the white edges of my labels. And I just work my way all the way to the top of the tag. Just freehanding this, so it's not perfect, but it didn't look too bad. I decided the top's uneven, so I put a strip across the top, just a skinny little piece that's mostly white because it's some that I trimmed off earlier. More trash to treasure. Do something with all those little scraps you have. You can create something pretty with it. I love the purple and the off-white color on these labels. Just put a little bit of an angle on here. I cannot get that. I have no fingernails. So, out come the tweezers. Grab the tweezers. Grab it with them. There we go. And then I accidentally push it back down. Dang it. We'll get it here. Come on. There we go. I think we finally get it. It's good enough anyway. So that looks a little more even. Now we're going to punch a hole in that side. I punched them separately as I did them so you could find the hole. And then I decide the front needs a little embellishment. On the video I saw Shannon Green do, I believe she had created a little design and stuck on her tag. And she used, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know if it was epoxy or glossy accents, something that gave it more dimension. I didn't have any of that. So once I paint the background black, because I want it to pop out, and I just put another piece of jelly print scrap, just to make a kind of a diamond shape on there. I have some glitter tulip fabric paint, and I actually put that on. I wanted it to be more three-dimensional, but when I tried to just do it with the tulip tip applicator tip, it just kind of came out in a big puddle, so I decided brushing it on would be more successful. And it gives a little glitter, a little bit of dimension. So now it's dry, we're going to glue it on. And I tried to put it on with a glue stick, but with all that matte medium stuff on the tag already, the glue does not hold. See me struggle with it here. Oh, slips. Yeah, we'll try it again. Yeah. Decided it's in the wrong place, and it just lifts right up. So give up on the glue stick, and we're going to pull out the gel. Smear that on there a little bit, and that will hold it really well. Put that down and it's going to stay. Making sure I wipe off any of the excess. Now I decide that it needs something else. So I'm trying to do a thin line of white paint. And these paint tubes are kind of fun. It's by Americana and it's called Writer. It's a deco art product. And it's acrylic dimensional writer. And I've seen it in white and black. This one's white. There we have it. Yay! I decided to put some string on the tag. Maybe one of these days I'll add some charms if I find some or create some. I just put a little bit of string on my tag. Cut the loops. That's the same string that I used to bind the book in the previous video. Trying to get it to go as tight as I can. It seemed kind of loose. And there we have it. Here is the back. Don't you love that jelly print? And the full thing. And And then here's the front. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you gave you some ideas of what you can do with your scraps. And thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe.